Welcome to part 25 of South Park, the Fractured Butthole. But before we start the part, take a look at what happened the last part. This is an instant replay right here, ladies and gentlemen. I couldn't believe it, and neither could anybody else, but this guy kicked thin air, and for some reason, it managed to hit me. I don't understand it either. But whatever the case, folks, we're starting off the part fighting the police. So we're going to be using Call Girl, Wonder Tweak, and Mysterion to fight off the police, which we've already been doing before we even started this. If you haven't actually picked a fight with the police in this day, this is where you start. Oh, and by the way, these are all recipes I happened to find when I was over in Cartman's house. So yeah, there's that. It's pretty much the same as fighting the police before, but once the police starts getting low on health, they'll call in for backup. I think that's when you're gonna start seeing the sergeants and the deputies come in. Alright, I knocked out one of them at least. But be careful with these cops. Ah, there they are right here. But be careful with these cops, especially the detectives. The detectives will use tasers. And I do believe the other cops will use, if I'm not mistaken, a move where they will cheese up and start running into you. And yes, their cocaine is filled with cheese. Now then, the reason why I'm using Call Girl and Wonder Tweak and Mysterion is because of the fact that Call Girl is definitely good as far as for putting down bad stats. Mysterion is a really good brawler. As a matter of fact, you're about to see that right now. As he pretty much KO'd both of those officers real easily. And there is the tasers, like I just said. Oh, and be careful, they also spray mace, which will cause gross out too. And as for Wonder Tweak, I do believe he has lightning and of course ice, but he's also a good healer. I mean, you can't really use the Coon and friends right now because they're on the roof. But, at least for the most part, we've pretty much dominated most of the officers here. There's only one left after this turn.
Here comes Call Girls.
I'm gonna have to give myself some health. Alright. We've got him in the corner, and now is a perfect time to actually show off Mysterion's ultimate. And what is his ultimate? Well, he kamikazes himself. That is his ultimate. And once he kamikazes himself, if there's still an enemy on the board, while he's a ghost, he can inflict bad stats on people like freezing, confusion, or defense down. And that will happen until you get another ultimate, which he can revive himself.
That's enough. Just stand down, kid.
And yes, Mysterion will actually be a good asset.
You're fed up because you think all cops do is harass black people. I know that to a young kid it can seem like cops are racist and bigoted, but you can't believe what the media tells you. Cops are just people, like you, your friends, your family. People who work hard to— Spook!
Oh! Counterwear!
Damn it, Levinsky, get your ass upstairs! Sir! And turn on the alarm!
That fucking asshole shot at me!
Get him!
This isn't going to get any easier, but those cops need— Tupperware.
I apologize, this is completely out of sync.
That looks like
Absolutely out of sync.
I don't know how to get past that turret, though.
Because of Upload Studio. But yeah, seriously, the cops just yelled spook and shot at Tupperware. What the fuck?
That did it!
But the fact is that Sergeant Yates is targeting black people for no apparent reason. It's literally messed up. Well, actually, no, there is a reason why he's targeting black people. And when we get to that reason, you'll be like, what the fuck? And unfortunately, that won't be in this part. No. That will be next part. But he plays a major part in passing out cheese throughout the entirety of the crime organizations, which is the 6th graders, the Italians, and the Chinese. They're all working for Mitch Connor, by the way. Damn it.
I got you, little guy.
This is what I meant to do. I want to try to launch a rodent into the control pad. Anyway, I still find it rather messed up that Sergeant Yates tries to justify the fact of cops going after black people. I mean, they're making fun of also the rampant anti-cop rhetoric that most of the media and also some of the activist groups who are against cops were trying to push. I understand that, but if you actually watch the episodes of South Park before they started getting into the started making fun of the now politics and things like that, you'll know that the cops were always corrupt. Oh, and by the way, I do believe that's our parents right in a jail cell. Yeah. Token's mom got arrested off screen, as did my mom and my dad. Oh, and there's Nicole's dad. Oops. Yeah, we kind of did that. That was our fault. Not only for Token's dad, but Nicole's dad. But irony comes full circle when my mom and dad gets arrested. So, let's see. I'm going to just use Supersonic Dash just cause. We just need to lay a physical beat down on the cops. So, let's try to open the door. And as soon as we do, it's about to become a full-on fight. Yeah, there's nothing you can actually do to actually correct the situation or at least fix that. You're still going to have to deal with the cops getting the jump on you. These are the same cops we've been dealing with for the longest. I wanted to try to knock this guy down in half, but apparently that's not the case. They're going to have a pincer attack on you, and we'll use tasers and batons to try to knock you out. I'm gonna tell you, this fight's not gonna be hard. It's the one after this that's hard. Well, it's not really necessarily gonna be a boss fight after this, but it's gonna be a little bit more of puzzle solving, and then it's gonna be a fight. But once we get there, oh god. If you only knew.
Vigilante! I wish my son was that cool.
Alright. We've at least froze one of the officers, so they won't be taking a turn.
Show no weakness.
Oh, crap.
Somebody ping me.
Well, at least it didn't knock Wendy too far into that officer, because that actually did happen to me one time.
Oh, you gotta remember, I was supposed to give it to you.
Anyway, let's go on ahead and... Oh! Why are you even here, Towley? Oh, yeah, just to give us a little tidbit about trusting the government. He's just ranting about the government. I mean, something that everyone knows is true, basically. I mean, you don't have to beat a dead horse about it. Oh, and there's the pepper spray I mentioned earlier. Let's see. I'll be electrocuting you two today. Oh, one of them's already dead. Cool. Oh, wait, never mind. I haven't changed my ultimates. Oh, well. I guess I could just use them now. Well, I thought it would have been the last time I used this elemental ultimate, but not really. It'll probably be after day 3 is over. But at least we chilled him and froze him for the time being. Alright. While these guys are frozen, they won't be able to do jack squat. And that'll leave me with only one cop to deal with. Aw, man! And Wendy got shocked too. Alright, let's see.
I will punish you.
Let's help out Wendy. Well, he's almost dead, so I might as well freeze him and put an end to him at least. There we go. And I'll take care of that cop battle.
Okay. I know this looks bad. You really think cops just go around arresting black people for no reason? What purpose could that possibly serve? It's reverse discrimination, that's what it is. If we were all black cops and our jails were filled with white people, nobody would say a word. So I guess you've learned that the real bigots here are you. Huh, kids? Guess you can all go home. No? Fuck.
Oh, hey, kiddo, you're probably wondering why we're in jail. Well, your mom took a call from your
Wow, funny how they just blamed us like that. But yeah,
It's totally not your fault, dear.
we can actually... Oh, we're gonna have to actually get the key card from the guard that's laying down on the floor. This will probably be the first time since the crab people that we actually can pick up items from dead officers. Because normally they're giving us... Normally items are given to us right after the battle is over with.
What did I tell you about playing too rough?
And yeah, everything's out of sync, I know. I apologize.
Impervious to pain. Is he impervious to getting his butt spanked?
And sorry if I'm talking over this, but they've passed... Wait, they're way past the dialogue.
Hey, kid, I was just messing around.
But by freeing everyone that's in prison, however, we can actually later on take a selfie with Nicole's dad, Token's dad, and Token's mom. Oh, and Towley's here to give us more useless advice. Again. I don't think this actually was in sync. Oh, this part may be in sync. I'm not sure, but it'll start going desynced again by the time of the actual third to last boss fight. Which, by the way, that too is actually pretty tough if you don't know what you're doing. And if you look up there, that is a picture of Sergeant Yates dressed as Yolanda by a black dude. Yeah, I don't get it. No, it's not that I don't get it. It's the fact that Sergeant Yates used Yolanda to try to bust a pimp, and so he dressed up as a prostitute, getting anal and oral sex from random people. Instead, the incompetent fool didn't realize that said pimp was an elementary school kid by the name of Butters. Yeah, that was the episode where Butters was selling kisses to most of the boys in elementary school. Yeah, that one where Butters became a pimp. And there is a picture of him again, done in the Yolanda costume. Now we've come to this puzzle. This one, I'm not gonna lie to you, actually gave me some problems at first. You have to push that TNT barrel, or should I say butane tank, into the wall here and use it to crack open the wall so you can find a way around that turret. And I just blasted myself up, didn't I? Now then, you're going to have to use the actual fan belts to activate Fart Core. Alright. And with parkour, we'll have to work our way all the way up to the top and get to the grade and use haywire to turn off both security systems. It gave me trouble when I first played it because I didn't really figure out that, hey, I'm supposed to push the butane tank. That was kind of a dirt moment on my part when I first played this game. But after a while of playing it over and over again, I figured, hey, I'm supposed to push the butane tank. And then I slapped my forehead. Just for not thinking about that. Because I've done that multiple times. You kind of forget things like that. But we just disabled the security, which will lead us to the solitary confinement cell, I do believe. And if you missed that button push that I just... Okay, if you missed the button prompt that I just pushed, the one where you're supposed to land to safety, you'll fall to your death. Just thought I'd point that out. Alright, now we're in the security center. Here's the thing. What you're supposed to do is use the... Okay, let me I'm still right here. Let me use glitch, and let me use the sandblaster to blow the security camera right over the security guard. Now, if you get caught by him, he'll activate the security system, and you'll be shot up by tasers, and it'll be instant death. Now then, that TV that I just dropped, well, guess where it's supposed to go? On his head. And there we go. However, if you touch the door without disabling the security system, then you'll still be shot. So let's use haywire to disable the security system.
Come here, little minion. In you go.
Alright. We'll just put in another Lemmy Winks and open fire. Poor Lemmy Winks. Alright.
You know what a cop is, Nick?
Now that the door is open, we won't have to worry about the security system. Oh, and you can't wake up the security guard either.
It's the politicians who are the real bigots. That mayor has been sitting in her office telling us we have to change our ways. The only way to have her removed was to raise crime in streets. And now cops are finally able to do things the old way again. Don't you see this is better for everyone?
Holy shit, scramble!
What?
You found the missing cat, Buttlord.
Free pals, we've got the police chief, top floor.
What can I say? You kids have me by the balls. Almost by the balls. You know, not every prisoner we have here is black. We actually do have one white guy.
This is a trap.
I'm sorry, kids, but you left me no choice. He's here looking good, eating Subway sandwiches. His name is Jared, and he's still looking good. Hey, kids. You want some candy?
Oh, fuck, it's Jared.
You'll excuse me if I don't want to watch this.
Yep, we're gonna have to face Jared from Subway. In case anybody wondering where Jared from Subway came from, well, obviously Subway, but he also starred in not one but two episodes of South Park. One, Jared Has AIDS, where he's trying to stave off all the pedophile accusations on him, and two, where after the trial where Jared was actually proven that he was a pedophile, Cartman had let loose a bunch of Filipino kids in the PC Bro dorm room, and then let loose Jarrett and tried to blackmail the PC Bros, and it ended up backfiring in his face. Speaking of Jarrett, this is actually one of the more difficult fights in the game, considering that Jarrett hits really hard. Okay, I'm not trying to make this sound like sexual innuendo or anything, but yeah, Jared does a lot of damage, and he doesn't have a lot of stats that he can be inflicted with. He can only be inflicted with defense down, but anything past that, yeah. But he can also get hit with knockback. That is something I can say that will help you. The knockback and the defense down.
Well, you kids are pretty tough. But now let's see how you deal
But
with my AIDS.
Jared will also call in the help of his aides. His aides is what makes this battle a little bit harder. Because 1, Jared's aides will heal him. And 2, Jared's aides will also offer some bad stats of their own, specifically defense down. But Jared is actually the worst offender of the two, as he not only gives candy, but also, yeah, the candy will actually slow down people, but also Jared has this, where he's using a foot-long Subway sandwich to pretty much wipe out your health, which, by the way, is a 500 damage attack. And everyone here has less than 4. Yeah, this is not going to bode well. So it's practically insta-kill if you actually get hit by Jared.
Well, this is shitty.
Well, too bad we're about to kill Jared, because he's only got 600 left. All we need to do is just lower his HP down to 0, and that's basically all we need to do. I mean, that's obviously what we're going to need to do. We just need to get rid of him. His aides, don't worry about them, but they can actually make the fight hard. If you want to knock out the aides to make your fight easier, by all means. But again, beware, Jared has that nasty attack where he will deal automatic 500 damage. And the worst part is, in the danger deck, which I don't unlock but I have seen on YouTube, he has 2 of those. There's 2 Jareds basically. And oh, and I killed him with a microaggression. That's fucking hilarious. Anyway, I do believe we're done with this battle.
No, please, I'm sorry. Tell you anything.
What is the police chief hiding?
There's more cells down below. Cops take that elevator. Prisoners go down there, but they don't come back.
What's the code?
Come on, how should I know, huh? Yeah, I seen him type it in. 1477. Please, I'm sorry. It's just that I like being with children, you know, because I never had a childhood of my own. Yeah, that's it. I like kids because I never had a childhood.
It's your decision, new kid. Part of being a superhero is deciding what to do in moments like these. Wow, dude, that was hardcore. Alright, well, that was pretty uncomfortable. I know being a vector for disease is kind of my thing, but I feel kind of dirty.
And after farting in Jared's face and knocking him out, which we can actually revive him by punching him and knock him out again, we're pretty much going to end this part right here. Because in the next episode, we'll be going deeper within the prison cell. And everyone feels violated because of Jared. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, this is RVMan 985. I apologize for the off-sync video. This will be the last video that actually has off-sync audio. And I'll see you guys next time as we continue down to the police station and hopefully confront Sergeant Yates as to why he's been capturing a lot of black people in South Park. See you guys next time.